going on, people? This is Sanitary 103, promoting clean eating and a clean and healthy lifestyle. In this video, I'm going to go over the top 10 ways you can help reduce stress. Now, everybody has stress in your lives, but the key is how are you going to manage the stress when shit hits the fan? With the crappy economy going on, whether it's work-related, relationship-related, the list just goes on and on. Managing stress is very important because if you don't manage your stress properly, it's been proven to have a negative effect both mentally and physically. Mentally, the more stressed you are, the more irritable you are, the more emotions that are bottled up and you just can't get it out and you're going to just lash out on people. And from a health standpoint, it's been proven that it can increase your chances of headache, high blood pressure, and it can also have a negative effect on your sleeping patterns. So managing stress is very important. So with that being said, let's go over the top 10 ways you can help reduce / manage your stress. Alrighty, tip number 1 is to exercise. You want to use all that pent up energy and aggression that you have, let's say after a long day at work, and you want to exert it at the gym. What you'll find is that at the gym, you're going to be pretty exhausted because you're obviously exerting yourself and burning a lot of calories, but afterwards you're going to have a more sense of calmness because all that energy is going to be wasted at the gym, and hopefully you'll leave that stress and energy at the gym and not at home. Tip number 2 is to meditate for a good 5 or 10 minutes. I know everybody has busy lives, but if possible, use that 5 or 10 minutes, close your eyes, take a deep breath, breathe shallow on the way out, clear all your thoughts. Don't think about anything else and just clear your thoughts. This definitely will help your chances of reducing stress. Now, if you don't have 5 or 10 minutes to meditate, that's perfectly fine. What you can do is tip number 3, and that is to take small little breaks throughout the day. When you feel like your stress level is going through the roof, get away from what you're doing, get out of that office building or wherever you work, and just take a 5-minute break. Clear your thoughts, take a deep breath, and hopefully this can help. Tip number 4 is to avoid negative people. Negative people have this dark cloud over them, right? And they have these negative projections and they project it on you and they try to grab you, and misery loves company. You don't want to do that. If negative people are around you, you want to disassociate from those types of people because that's going to increase your chances of stress. So stay away from negative people. Tip number 5 is the opposite of negative people. You want to surround yourself around positive people and have positive thinking. By being more positive, you decrease your chances of being less irritable, you're not lashing out on people, and people actually want to be around you. And positive thinking goes a long way, and it definitely reduces your stress. Tip number 6 is to have a good laugh. I know each and every one of us has a lot of responsibilities. We got to pay the bills, we have kids, we got to go to work, and we got to work out. I mean, what's left, right? But if possible, try not to take life too seriously, okay? So watch a funny movie, watch a comedy, be around people that like to crack jokes. You know, you want to just not internalize everything too much. And laughter is definitely good for you, so make sure you put your smile when you can. Try not to take life too seriously and laugh. Tip number 7 is to make sure you get enough sleep. Now, a lot of people say just get your 8 hours. I don't believe in that because everybody is different. Some people only need 6, some people need 9, but the consensus in general is between 7 and 9 hours, but always listen to your body. If you don't get enough sleep, you've definitely felt the effects, right? You're completely irritable, you're in a bad mood, you can't concentrate, and that increases your chances of stress. You don't want to do that, so make sure you get adequate sleep. Tip number 8 is to have some alone time. I call it, in quotes, being selfish, but it's not really being selfish. And basically what this means is that you need to have some alone time for yourself. If you're constantly doing this, doing that, hanging out with friends, doing everything for everybody else but yourself, you're gonna often have increased stress. So you definitely want to spend some time for yourself, whatever that may be. If you like to read a book by yourself with no kids around, or you like to just go to the library, go to to the park, go for a walk, whatever it may be, definitely have some alone time. That's definitely going to decrease your chances of getting more stress. Tip number 9 is to express your feelings. Don't keep it all bottled up and let it out. Women have typically an easier time doing this than men in general. I don't want to stereotype, but that seems to be the consensus. And I'm guilty of this too. When something's bothering me, I don't like to express myself all the time because I don't want other people hearing me bitch, but sometimes you need to vent If you don't vent, it's very bad for you. And this is a huge, huge stressor. And I speak from experience. So call a friend up, a family member, an acquaintance, whoever it may be, and don't scream and lash out, because you don't want to do this all the time, because you don't want to deter the person. But at the same time, if the person is a true friend and they're there for you, they're going to listen to you. If you calmly talk about your feelings and let it out, you definitely will feel better and reduce some stress. And tip number 10, last but definitely not least, is better time management. If you're not managing your time efficiently, your stress is it's going to go through the roof. You can't do that. You have too much on your plate. You need to cut down and or just be more efficient. If you need to be at work at 8 a.m. and then you're leaving the gym at 6 and you're finding yourself 15 to 20 minutes late every day because your time is not quite efficient and your boss is yelling at you, this is something that you need to take into account. So if you find yourself always running late and it's causing a lot of stress, what I recommend is maybe just getting a little notebook or a sheet of paper and writing down, what you do in a typical day, and make sure you have enough time to do what you need to accomplish. If you can't, this is kind of coincides with the other part that I talked about having too much on your plate and having some alone time. You might need to cut down on some of the tasks that you're going to be doing for the day. And by doing that, that's going to definitely give you more time to do things, which in essence should helpfully give you better time management and reduce your stress levels. Okay, that about wraps it up. Thank you for watching another video. Make sure you comment in the comment section. Let me know how you manage stress. And I'm definitely going to be using this list because I do get stressed out from time to time. I may not project that on camera all the time, but I've definitely had a few stressful days in my life, that's for sure. But by managing stress and by using this list, I've definitely decreased my chances. Thanks everybody for your continued support. We'll see you guys next time. Adios. Bye.